Welcome to Season 3 of Bed by 9. I can't believe we made it 3 seasons, but we are here, folks. In this episode, Hev and I discuss the Hitman's wife's Bodyguard, Loki, and just some other random stuff that hopefully you'll find enjoyable. And if not, you can always turn off the podcast. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and thank you for tuning in.
Boom. We're back, baby. Back again for the first time, like we never left. Old Ludacris lyrics, know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Welcome back to another episode of Bed by 9. I'm one of your hosts. Hev does not have a pun today.
And I'm your other host. Hey, I was trying to think of a Luda lyric that I know, and then I
just think of Shauna.
Well, no, I was like,
getting.
Oh, that's what it is. It's going down basement. That was the one. All I was gonna say is basement because I couldn't think of the one.
That's definitely
before.
not Luda.
Yeah,
it's Nikki.
Oh yeah, but it's Luda's song. Yeah, my chick bad, my chick good.
I thought that was on. No, I was thinking of a different song by Nicki. But yeah, starting off with a heater. Both of us don't know our 2000s hip-hop.
Speaking of heater, it's 118 degrees outside. Yeah. We are reporting from the devil's asshole.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to film at your house up in Flagstaff, but it's being remodeled, so we had to stay down here.
I'm glad you keep on top of my home repairs because A, I didn't know I had a home in Flagstaff, and B, I didn't know it was being remodeled.
Yeah.
Thanks, business manager.
Your privilege told me you had a house up there.
Because it's Juneteenth, you're getting a raise. Thanks for staying on top of my stuff.
My raise is from 1 drinks to 2.
You know what? Raise your glass. That's my raise for you.
Cheers. Happy Juneteenth,
Cheers.
everybody.
Happy Juneteenth. And happy almost Father's Day.
Right.
Are you doing anything?
Pops wants to go to rehab, but he can only have certain things. And he was like, "Does rehab serve breakfast?"
They have a breakfast burger.
Yeah, they got a breakfast burger, Playboy. We can bring yourself over there, and we'll.
If you get there early enough, you could probably just have them make eggs and bacon.
Yeah, Kay used to do that for be good in the other regulars there. So we might go to breakfast.
Nice. My dad's dead.
So we might go.
Nice.
You can go visit your dad and then make that trip back from Prescott.
Yeah.
In time to cry here.
Yeah, his ashes are spread in Oak Creek. Every once in a while I'll go up there, but no, I'm doing a boozy brunch with myself.
Okay.
So.
No one else coming?
No, Vanessa will be here.
Okay.
And Sada will be here, so.
Okay. Cool. So I wasn't invited?
Yeah. She actually did the whole thing. She texted me and she was like, Sunday's Father's Day. Do you want me to make you waffles? And I was like, yeah, call me daddy. And we'll do it.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one.
My sub calls me daddy. That should be a shirt.
It probably is.
Yeah, it probably is. There's enough gay content out there.
Yeah. All right. So Father's Day. We took a small hiatus.
Yeah.
Is there anything relevant? Like, I don't know, maybe someone took a trip that we wouldn't want to bring up and talk about?
No.
No? Nothing at all?
No, I have spent the hiatus just deep cleansing and pondering about life and just wondering, what my purpose in life is. And, the biggest revelation of that came when I was berating people at a Chick-fil-A in Vegas. And I had an epiphany. This is God's work, and
Epiphany Haddish?
Yeah. So in Vegas,
yes,
drunk as you're supposed to be.
Yes.
And then, we're with 3 white girls, and eventually one of them's like, I want pizza, as one does. So we ended up walking over to this pizza place that's by Chick-fil-A. It's right after the Paris hotel. And Sottle and I had that pizza before when we were in February. We might have, I don't know, but it's good pizza.
It's all a blur.
And it's great pizza when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But one of the girls, it was her birthday, and she's wearing like these 6-inch heels that she's never worn before. And like we get like 2 steps outside of the hotel, and she's like, my feet hurt. And we were like, well, take off your shoes. So she was just walking around barefoot, in which I was just like, you at least have like chlamydia and maybe scabies just walking
in Vegas
barefoot.
The things that gross. Are on the ground. Vegas would be cleaner in the zombie apocalypse. I would
rather lick like a Vegas door handle than walk around barefoot. I would take that risk. But then her excuse was, I thought we were just walking around the hotel. Like, are you not walking in the same 6-inch heels, whether you're inside or outside? Like, you would have had to take these off, whether we went outside or not. But anyways, we make our way over to the pizza place, grab our slice of pizza, and it's right next to Chick-fil-A. And you know me, I just like to push buttons and instigate situations.
Our audience doesn't.
Well, they're about to learn.
Yep.
And so I was just yelling at everyone that was going to eat Chick-fil-A because it was Pride Month, and I thought it was funny that, like, I don't know, in the gayest voice that I could possibly do, and my normal voice. And I was just like, every single person that went in to order Chick-fil-A, I was just like yelling things like, oh, don't forget to ask for their 2-for-1 special. And then they'd like look at me weird, and I'm like, yeah, you order 2 chicken tenders and they kill a gay. And then they were just like, they didn't really know what to do with that information. They would like kind of pause, and then I would just yell, Happy Pride! And then they would like laugh or whatever. One older lady, eventually ran over to me, and she was just like, stop it, you're inciting violence. Granted, like a fist fight broke out before that. But it wasn't because of me that the fist fight broke out.
Are you sure?
Yes, because they were
Did they run out of chicken sandwiches like Popeyes?
They did. They were. I mean, it was a long line, and maybe someone cut, but they were on like the other side of Chick-fil-A. Like there was no way with all the noise that was going on that they could hear me. But then they were fighting, and then I started like commentating, as one does. But yeah, this is my life's work, and I'm proud of it. And it was a great hiatus because now I know I love instigating life and making straight people feel uncomfortable during Pride Month.
Look, I was already going to make a joke, but you've already covered all
just
the
being
bases.
myself.
Yeah, you covered the bases on that.
Great.
Well, I'm glad you, in this hiatus, that you've had time to figure out your life's. Did you say purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that. I knew that already. Because even though we're pretty similar. We're different in that aspect because I already knew that was your life's purpose because that's my life's purpose. Yeah. I push buttons and I love reactions based on that.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. The sad part is I did it for about 45 minutes.
The fact that
and they let me.
The 3 girls. And was the other gentleman there or just Stottle?
Stottle was there. Okay. No, he wasn't there yet.
4 people let you berate strangers. You know me. I would have told you like after the first one, stop. Because you're being.
They did.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know. But there's a difference when I say it because then you look at me as like, what? This is funny, right? And then like 2 minutes later, you're like, Hev, it's funny. Hev.
Eventually, you would have just left, and that would have been fine.
Yeah, no. But then you have that drop when you're drunk. Is like, why are you mad at me? Like immediately, like it was funny, right? Hev, we never hang out, Hev.
Because even if at that point, even if I do say something funny, you won't laugh. It's rude.
Yeah, it's punishment.
You're good at just holding a straight face, even when like your telltale says like your lip on the side quivers a little bit. Because you're like trying to hold it down and it's just wanting to come up. That's what she said. But that's your sign. And so like when I see the lip quiver, I'm like, okay, we're fine. We're good.
Well, during that, excuse me, during the hiatus for me, I was doing too much at work. Okay. Didn't have any what's it called?
Motivation.
Epiphany experiences like you. Epiphany Haddish experience.
Okay. Once is enough. You're me at Chick-fil-A.
Funny, you mean?
Hilarious.
Yeah. A lot of work. Started a basketball league. Injured myself multiple times already, and only one of them from the basketball
league. Is it the NBA, the National Bench Association?
This is just Home Depot. We have all these benches here at Home Depot.
Guys, this is a great bench. You can cheer on the people that are actually playing really good from these benches.
So in the bench association, all we do is collect and then stack said benches. The more people we can sit at the benches, the better. Actually.
I like the personalized one. That's like in loving memory of Hev's knees. R.I.P. 2005.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. But it's
fun.
It's been good.
How many have you you've done matches already or games? Sorry, tennis matches.
Yeah, so definitely.
Sports ball.
We do the matches.
Yeah.
We had one game, and then the last game I was injured, so I wouldn't play, and we lost that one.
Gotcha.
So hopefully
that bench was warm.
No, I wasn't.
You didn't even show up.
No, I couldn't.
Oh.
No.
Oh, so you're not there to mentally support anyone?
No, because I'm very competitive, and I'm a bad person when it's something like that.
Why don't you take that energy and coach them?
Because these are other grown men who don't listen.
What do you call the NBA?
Millionaires.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Got another game coming Monday. If my ankle hopefully feels better tomorrow, I will play. But we'll see. But outside of that, nothing, man. Just been catching up. I did some gaming. So did you.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed has been whooping my butt.
Yeah.
In the sense of...
This is Valhalla?
Valhalla.
Yeah.
Following my... nope. It's not Orc. It's not Elven. It is.
I'm gonna let you get there.
Greek? No, Viking. It is.
Valhalla is totally the Viking religion.
Nord? No, it's Nordic.
Yeah, but it's of the Vikings.
Nordic.
Yeah, you're correct in the term.
Okay.
The Vikings believed in the Nordic mythology.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My Nordic roots.
Honestly, if you put you up against any Viking, I would have a hard time picking the difference between the two.
Really?
Yeah, it's uncanny.
Oh,
you and Thor, it's just Is
it because I'm so good at pillaging and not the other thing?
I would argue you're good at the other thing. I've heard.
I mean, I did make your drink, Cosby.
Oh, I can't wait to just.
All right, I'm making that a clip.
Just pass out in the middle of the.
But no, Valhalla is a lot of fun. There's literally 30 to 50 things to do in each section of the map, and there's 10 plus sections. So,
are you at the point where you've just given up on unlocking shit and you're just main storyline? Let's get through this.
Still not main storyline, but still enough of the other random pieces to kind of make sure that my power level is enough for the next one.
Yeah.
So it's just because when your power level is equal to where everything's at,
it's hard.
You get your butt handed to you.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So.
Yeah, there's always an event horizon with the Assassin's Creed games where it's just oh, it's so fun doing all the side shit and unlocking the whole map and climbing all the towers, and then 4 or 5 levels in, you're yeah.
Dude,
no.
Yeah. But every new section of the map is there. It's it's a new story. And all of the little side missions, they're all different. That was one of the great things. So they have the same similarities as in, okay, so there's treasure, you go find the treasure in those, you kind of know it's either going to be armor or gold materials.
Right.
And then there is actual like treasure caves where you have to go and manipulate your way. Those are labeled different, so you know if you go there, it's going to be a lot of jumping and everything like that. Yeah. But like the interaction quest where you have to interact with people, it's different every single time. Like I got into a fist fight with a woman. I'm like, what is going on here?
I mean, equal rights.
Yeah, no, it was like, oh, here's our champion. And I'm like, I'm not fighting a girl. And she comes up and hits you. And you're like, hey, well, I guess we're...
Bitch,
hey,
you thought?
I'm like, yo. And then this other mission is like, I just carried this girl up a mountain because she fell. And then I set her down and she walked away. So I didn't need to do this?
My ankle.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo. So
then she like stole your wallet. Like, God damn it.
The story around it has just been completely great. The little side missions are funny because they have some of them are pointing to like stuff that's going on now today. Like I don't know if I told you this. There was one mission where a guy, he was making a fish sauce, and he was in, I think, some town called Scorpishire or something like that, right?
Makes sense.
Right? And he was like, I'm trying to make this Scorpishire sauce. It's going to be so good. I need you to help me create it. So you're over here getting ingredients for him and everything like that. You get him, tastes like ass. And he's like, okay, I'm done. I'm moving. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And then he leaves, and then you read a note, and he's like, I'm moving to Worcestershire, and I'll be damned if I name my sauce after that. But I'm like, but it is called Worcestershire. Okay. Yeah. Assassin's Creed. Y'all funny. Like, I completely love the game. So that's why I keep wanting to do the side stories, because you don't know what you're going to get. Right. So I'm like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But on that note, I did play Ratchet and Clank.
Clank? Yeah.
Clank. And that was an amazing
Rift
game.
Apart, right? The sequel?
Apart. And I'm not done yet, but you saw me play it yesterday, and it has been an adventure.
It looks cute.
It is adorable.
And the weapons are fun.
So much fun. I can definitely see myself go back and play that on super hard mode just to see how frustrating it can get.
Yeah.
But it's adorable. You can customize things. You can upgrade your weapons. I'm in love.
The graphics look crisp. Like a fucking apple. You had your cinnamon. You had your oats. You had your brown sugar. You had your apples. Apple crisp up in that bit.
What are you
You never had an apple crisp?
No, wait. Is that oatmeal?
Yeah, it's like the oatmeal and cinnamon and brown sugar crumble on top of like the baked apple slices. I'm making it for your birthday, man. Dude, apple crisp is so good.
Okay, all right.
With a nice like fucking scoop of vanilla ice cream when it's hot, it's just like
okay. It sounds good.
With your cake-sized donut. What's your preference for this birthday cake-sized donut? Like, what kind of donut are you wanting?
So I think the easiest way to do is, obviously you can't have a Krispy Kreme that size. You could, but it's probably be hard because of the actual batter and having to drop it in. So like a donut, a cake-sized donut, but like the chocolate kind that has like the cake material. And
so like a chocolate cake donut.
Yeah, chocolate cake donut. I think that would be the...
Isn't that like almost what a bundt cake is? Almost.
I would,
but you could use a bunt. You could use a bunt pan, I would assume.
Yes,
right, because that's like cake-ish, or like this cylinder. I would want like a cake-sized bear claw. That shit would be fire.
That almond, that cinnamon,
and the apple. Well, I guess that's more of an apple fritter, but I would take an apple fritter or a bear claw.
What about apple slices with some oats, some cinnamon?
Dude, fuck me up. Yeah, it's my birthday. Serve it.
Okay, all right.
Speaking of fruit.
Oh, we're going to do that?
Yeah, I'm jumping right into it.
Okay, all right. So
what were you going to say? Oh, we were talking about video games.
Yeah, I was going to talk about your game.
Well, you've been playing more of like the actual PS5 games. I've kind of been going through like some older PS4 ones, like more of the like Platinum Edition, like bestsellers. I did Arkham.
So Cyberpunk?
I did not do Cyberpunk. I don't have a desire.
Okay.
To do Cyberpunk. I did initially, but then after watching like gameplay videos and hearing from other people that have played it, I'm just like, I'll pass.
Okay.
if it ever comes on like PS Plus, I'll probably, and it's free, I'll probably download it and try it out, but
that's fair.
Not right now. No, so I did like Arkham Knight, which came out in like 2017 or something like that. That one's kind of like Assassin's Creed, where there's like so many side stuff that you can do. So I really just played the main storyline because I had played Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, so I wanted to finish off that trilogy, which it was really good. And then the most recent one that I played was Become Human Detroit, which I was kind of explaining that to you a little bit later. It's just a very different game where it plays more like a movie, and there's not a lot that you have to actually do, but as the movie's playing out, you're making decisions on behalf of your character. And you're like, it's set in the future, like 2038, and everyone has like assistant AI, and so you can buy like a robot that'll take care of.
So this is the game based off iRobot, is what I'm hearing.
Kinda.
Okay.
And you play 3 different types of robots. One's a detective that's supposed to hunt down the deviant robots that are becoming sentient. And then you play 2 basically sentient robots. One's taking care of like a girl, and then the other one, his owner dies. And so he kind of goes on his own little quest of becoming like a rebellion leader.
His own murder spree.
Kinda. You can choose that, or you can kind of go on a peaceful route, but like your decisions in every level impact later in the story, and they also impact the other characters. So like I played it all the way through just on like my gut decisions, and then I went back like halfway through and then replayed it, kind of making different decisions to see kind of how it played out. But I mean, there's like a million different scenes that you could possibly...
Was your gut the correct decision?
So my gut decision, in the last level, I ended up, the girl and I dying. I made the wrong decision, but I got us all the way there.
Okay.
But my main purpose I wanted to was lead a violent robot rebellion and like actually rebel against the United States, and I was successful in that.
Okay.
I took over Detroit.
Not hard to do.
Nope. Surprising the amount of white people that live in Detroit in 2038. Very surprising.
Hey, it's going to be a different time. And
I guess so.
In 17 years, we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not like necessarily a fun game, but it's in the sense where it's like it doesn't grip you in with the action or anything like that, but the storyline is beautiful, and it's fun to play different scenarios to kind of see how that impacts your storyline and everything.
So you're saying Zack Snyder made this game?
Yeah.
And it's just
and it's one good piece of work. Yeah.
It's a Zack Snyder video game. It's 8 hours long.
It is. It's about 8 hours to play start to finish. And then I played an additional 4, like picking it up halfway through and picking a different kind of scenario.
But
like,
I told you I'm going to play. So.
There's some parts where it's like you do kind of get like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because like it counts down, like someone will be shooting at you, and you have 3 different pathways.
It is Detroit,
and as a robot, it'll play out different scenarios. So like the level pauses, and you have 10 seconds to count down. And you can like highlight the different paths and play out what they look like, but with 10 seconds, you only have enough time to choose one and see how it plays out. So hopefully you chose right, and if that one ends well, then you just kind of guess on the other 2, and you might die or you might not. Mm-hmm. But like as one of the characters, if you die, like you're done. The detective dude, he's in a series, so like if you die in a level, he just kind of reboots and you keep going because he's kind of like the main driver of everything. But it's a beautiful game. Jesse Williams is like one of the main characters, but like really beautiful, and the storyline is great. So that was the last one that I played. But I think based off of what I saw you playing yesterday, I'll probably download Ratchet and Clank this weekend and play it. I love the first one, so
you would not go wrong. So you answered my next question. I was going to be like, what's your next game you're going to play?
Yeah, I think Ratchet or Clank.
Or Clank.
Ratchet and Clank. I still want to download Biomutant and play through that. I just think that that's like another one of those like Assassin's Creed where it feels like it's going to be a lot of customization and exploring maps. And I don't have the mental fortitude for that right now, so I think I'm just gonna kind of hold off for a second. But
I get it.
Ratchet and Clank, it just seems like mindless, kind of choose weapons and shoot and explore levels like that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, and the first one was wonderful. So
all right, I can't wait to play it again. So speaking of fruit,
yeah. I am so excited for this,
guys. So we discussed this the other day about this stupid TikTok or whatever might be happening challenge, and there's folks trying watermelon with obscure toppings. We have mustard, and we have cinnamon. And we have this pre-cut watermelon cut by...
I love cut.
Cut by K. Willie's multiple employees.
Local grocery store?
No. His employees cut this for him.
First off, I want to do just like a base test, because I'm a scientist, and just see, like, okay, is this watermelon good on its own?
Are you going to do a base test and then an acidic test, so your pH balance, or what?
Oh, yeah. Summer's Eve. All the way. Okay, so the watermelon is fine on its own. Because, like, you know how you can have shitty watermelon and then nothing can make that taste good?
As a black man, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to do, like, a little... I just got to make sure all the ingredients on their own.
Are you going to do the cinnamon challenge right after this? Like, what is good?
The one time that I did the cinnamon challenge...
You did it?!
Yeah. It was in high school. I was wasted at, like, a Christmas party. Or New Year's party.
Definitely.
And I remember, yeah. I remember just, like, almost throwing up, but, like, shoving snow in my mouth because, like, I could not breathe because it just, like, sucked everything out of it. Yeah. And I'm just going to make sure this tastes like cinnamon. I'm just giving y'all, like, I don't want y'all to think that, like, okay, that's enough. Yeah, that's cinnamon.
Cinnamon by itself is so bad.
Yeah, but it just mix in some sugar and it's like the fucking most delicious thing ever.
Fun. I don't know if you know this. Ants hate cinnamon. Did you know that?
No.
Because
what about uncles?
This is another episode of Bed by 9. I'm out of here. That was great. I don't have anything good for that. You know my intense hatred for ants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So, your house is always super clean, so that makes sense.
And the few times they have been in there, I have freaked out because they always come from the same spot, and it's always every few months. So I freak out. So if you put cinnamon on that spot, they will not come in.
Huh. It's just so potent, probably, that they're like
that, and yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things where the insect guy, what's it called? Insect guy. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Exterminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The insect guy, he was like, dude, I can't get out there for like 2 days. And I'm like, is there anything I can put there? And he literally
and I have a dog, so like something that's safe.
Yes. So this was before Charlie, though. Oh. And then he literally was like, okay, this is going to sound weird, but they don't like cinnamon. Do you have any? You can put it there. I'm like, you're not lying to me? He's like, no, just put it down there.
You like wake up the next day and there's just like a bunch more.
No, like I put it there, and then it was even worse. All right, it's on the wall, so I did cinnamon stick, and then I poured cinnamon in there. So
your hands helped in this situation.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I poured it in there, and then there was no sign of ants for months.
And so you just canceled on him, and you're like, never mind.
Definitely did. I'm like, you gave me.
You're an idiot.
Saved my money, motherfucker. But yeah, okay, all right.
I say my vote is let's do the mustard one first because I've heard the cinnamon one. More people have liked that one than the mustard. So you're okay with that?
No, I'm not okay with any of this.
Great. So happy.
You sprung this
Which
upon
piece
me.
do you want it on?
That one.
Cool. So this one right here? How much do you want?
Like, that's plenty.
Good. All right, I'm going to do the same like amount. There you go. All right. Well, bon appetit.
Guys, this is now an ASMR channel.
First, you like watermelon?
Yeah.
On its own? Do you like mustard?
No.
Do you like cinnamon?
Sometimes.
Mixed with like sugar or whatever. Yeah, I'm about the same. Like mustard I can do without. I love watermelon. I love cinnamon sugars. So, what? You're just nervous? All right, cheers. All right.
I'm trying to think of all the karma
I just don't know how this combo is going to taste.
Like, what have I done to deserve this? Okay.
I don't know what to say.
What?
This watermelon's good. I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. And do you have any weird like food combinations that people think are weird? You're like, oh, I put pickle juice on my bagel, or weird ass shit.
I have mayo and sweet potatoes and barbecue sauce.
That doesn't sound like as a dip. You like mix the mayo and the barbecue sauce.
Like baked sweet potato.
Yeah.
Mayo, barbecue sauce, and then probably hot sauce.
How'd you come up with that?
I use healthy mayo, low calorie olive oil bullshit, barbecue sauce, and then hot sauce. And I usually have like a side of chicken, but those three together on there is usually it. You have something savory, the barbecue sauce is a little bit tangy, and then spicy on a sweet potato like chunk. That's great.
But how did you think of this?
I was
like one day you were just eating a sweet.
I'm like, I can't have ranch on this, so mayo,
some condiments.
Yeah, so that's probably the weirdest thing I can think of. Other than me liking blue cheese. I don't know, why did you... Hey, this is comfortable.
I don't hate it.
I don't like
Where I think that this came from was like someone was at a cookout. They were eating like their hot dog. And they had watermelon next to it and they accidentally did it and they tried it.
I would have threw away the plate.
I will say this. I thought that...
And stabbed the shit.
I thought it wasn't gonna... blend as well as it does. Like, I don't know if I would eat my watermelon this way. I think I'd rather just have watermelon. But I was thinking the mustard would stand out a whole lot more. And it doesn't. That's like not a lot of mustard. But I guess it's dealer's choice. But then, like, this is my third time doing it.
You're a monster. I tried it another time to try to get another flavor for it. Then no, the water of the mustard waters that down.
Right.
I mean, the water of the watermelon waters that down.
I don't know. I don't hate it.
You're doing the movie thing where you're like, oh my god, let's feed each other in arms embrace.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm onto something on how this came about. I think
you're gonna stick on the cookout.
Yeah, and it just rolled over from like a hot dog onto the watermelon.
No one puts that much mustard on their hot dog.
Well, maybe roll over. Well, maybe it was like one of those things where it like sprayed out the water and it got some of the water on it, and then I don't know. All right, let's try the cinnamon. I'm excited about this part.
Your small stint as a detective in Detroit has give you no analytical skills on how this came about, sir.
All right. I think that's enough. Do you want on this piece?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the cinnamon and watermelon.
All right.
I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat this normally.
I'm gonna poop gold now.
I will say the cinnamon like hit the back of my throat at first, so it's like one of those like moments.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not bad.
No,
it's just one of those.
Hey, that's enough.
It's just one of those things where it's like my body's against it, so it's not letting me do it. So like, I bet, let's say in a different culture, let's say Nordic culture, they're like, no, yeah, we have watermelon and cinnamon all the time. Why? Because this is how it's always been. And
you know what's better? Mix it in with the juice, and then just kind of, it's better that way than directly on it.
Yeah.
I promise.
All right.
Because it kind of tastes like cinnamon sugar.
Well, of course, if it tastes like cinnamon sugar, I'm going to like it.
It's better than directly on it, though.
Okay. Because it's not the chance of hitting you in the back of the throat.
Yeah, I'm still like gagging, which I don't do.
Because you don't let things hit the back of your throat.
Well, yeah, that's why you suck micro penis.
TMI, guys.
Not enough I.
What's the I stand for in that situation?
Information.
Okay.
I like the cinnamon when it's mixed in.
All right.
And it's kind of like
now mix them both and then try it.
All right. I'm down for it. But here's the thing. I think if you did like, you cut your watermelon up, right?
You have your service.
And you put like, and then you put like the cinnamon on it and then you just like mix it all up and let it marinate a little bit. I think that would taste good. Okay, so I'm going to do it the way that I'm going to let this kind of like marinate a little bit. Get all the cinnamon up in there. Okay, and then, oh God.
Did you know in the Persian culture they eat raw ground beef?
There was a girl in middle school that did that.
And I think it's with mint leaves they do it.
With mint leaves, oh.
I had it one time. It's not bad, but it's definitely something weird for you to experience.
I mean, hopefully that cow is raised properly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This is just remind me of like other potential culture foods.
No.
That's
an interesting...
That girl meme. No. Look, I'm putting that right here. That meme as you do this.
I don't hate it.
You're disgusting.
I know.
You're a horrible person.
I don't mind it. It's different.
Yeah.
I would have never came up with this.
How much you want to bet? Like that's gonna be like the cure of cancer. Like, guys, you just had to mix mustard and cinnamon on watermelon, and then your body just rejects everything.
And COVID is gone.
Yeah, everything is gone because of it. I think a comedian said that one time. It's like, yeah, all you got to do is mix mustard and carrots together, cures everything. I'm like,
it's just like ginger ale when you're sick.
Yeah, like,
just
hey,
lay down and have some ginger ale. You're fine.
Your body hates it so much, it just pushes out the pain. And I'm like, yeah, that's hilarious. But no.
It's not the worst like food challenge that I've ever done.
I agree. Are we gonna do since we're on like this? Are we gonna do like the Pocky chip thing?
I think we got to do a food challenge like every month or like every couple episodes. We'll find them and we'll do them.
All right, next week's food challenge: grapes. Just regular grapes.
It's like tequila. Have you ever had it?
Oh, you know what? We'll do grapes, but they can be fermented and maybe moscatoed.
That's a verb. This has been moscatoed. Is that a verb? Yeah, it's been moscatoed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it was
not the worst challenge.
Not the worst.
It's interesting.
It is.
I like the cinnamon. I like, especially with the latter approach of mixing it in with some of the juice and then kind of letting it sit a little bit versus putting it directly on there. If you're a fan of breathing, I suggest that approach. The mustard.
If you like Tang.
Yeah, I would say like if it was available and then I remembered this challenge, I'd be like, hey guys, we should do this. And then be like, see, it doesn't taste as bad as you thought it would. That's what I'll say about the mustard. It doesn't taste as bad as you thought it would. You really thought it didn't, but it didn't blend as well as I thought. Or that I hoped.
It tastes like I shouldn't be having this on Juneteenth. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, your ancestors are rolling in the grave.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Could have had it up.
Okay. All right.
Anyhow.
So
what we know about today is my spatial judgment is shaky at best.
Next time, you're going to eat like this.
Just give me some chopsticks and we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So our next topic.
That was the food challenge.
That was the food challenge, guys.
I'm just going to wash that down with some vodka.
Should we talk about last night?
It's going to be tough for me, but yeah, we can do that.
Why is it gonna be tough for you?
It's just sensitive. You can start it.
Guys, we saw my wife's bodyguard's apprentice.
Sister's mom. Hitman's daughter.
Game of Thrones. Wife's bodyguard's apprentice.
There's a lot of possessives.
Yeah.
Hitman's bodyguard's wife, I think.
And yes,
is that the right?
That's the one. Yeah, Hitman's bodyguard's wife, or wife's Hitman's bodyguard. The lack of care that they put into the title related to the script.
Sure.
But
I liked it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Excuse me, I wouldn't say script. I would say storyline. They're like, no one's coming here to see the story, so let's be as funny and outlandish as possible.
You're either here because you're a white woman and you love Ryan Reynolds.
True. I'm a white woman.
You're a fan of Salma Hayek's tits.
And I'm also that. Wait, who's the demographic for
this movie?
No. So you said you're a white woman for Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Who's for Salma Hayek?
For Samuel Jackson. And I would say if you are 45 and over and black.
Okay. And then Hayek.
And then you have explosions. So literally any guy that masturbates four times a week at least.
All right.
So I think honestly you have about 90% of the population that like this movie.
I met every demographic on that. So
great.
For sure.
Makes sense why we saw it opening night.
Was it opening night?
Well, Thursday night.
Okay. All right.
Technically.
Guys.
Within the first 24 hours we saw it.
Guys, it's a great movie because it doesn't make any fucking sense. It is thoroughly enjoyable though. If you have the ability to go see it. We saw it in IMAX and it was well worth it because the amount of action when there shouldn't have been action is great. So I have my favorite scene. And do you have your favorite scene? Because I can go first if you want to have time to think about it.
No, I think my favorite. I don't know if it's scene, but my favorite moment was just when she had given him the pill, and then he had like this. Then they play out like the scene, but it was all just in his mind, and then I don't want to like give it away if anyone wants to watch it, but and then just him.
They know us by now,
but. So then, like, it's all fake, and then you just see him, like, passed out on the...
That is literally my favorite scene. Ryan Reynolds was in pain. Salma Hayek, I can't say her name, gave him...
Hayek.
So it's Kincaid's wife.
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek. And she gave Ryan a pill. It said it was a pain medicine. Pain medicine.
Ends up being lithium.
And he immediately pretty much passes out, and he has a daydream that he saves the day.
Right.
All in theory, he's just face down on a steering wheel, and
the horns going off.
Most hilarious thing. And then a car chase ensues, and he basically gets tossed in the back, and he just gets.
And that's like a
around.
work truck, so there's like shovels and wrenches.
God. And they're going through a car chase. Samuel's driving. Hayek is in the passenger seat, and he's just getting
trying to holler at me. Rest in peace.
He's in the back getting berated with multiple pieces of equipment.
He's just like bouncing around getting hit by shit.
It's so fucking stupid.
I love a good stupid slapstick moment.
How many times you would have thought, like, there should have been bones broken multiple times from how they jumped.
Yeah.
How
when he got hit by that car when it was going like 60 miles per hour, and then the next scene he's just walking around. It was just like whatever.
Hit by multiple cars in multiple times.
But that one was hilarious.
God, yeah, no.
He just goes flying into the ocean.
I think
and I'll say I loved any part where Salma Hayek just got pissed off and then just yelled any cuss word that she could just think of that came to the top of her. Like, there has to be so many bloopers of her just like coming up with shit and then they all breaking character.
Because with the main scene that comes to mind when she was doing that was when it was on the train when she was talking about her pussy.
Yeah, and then the nuns are sitting next to her.
I think that they
She's
were like,
just eating a banana.
Oh yeah,
she was always eating a banana.
Yeah, She stole a banana, then Ryan paid for it. God. Ryan was the kind of equalizer in the movie.
Yeah.
Of trying to keep everyone.
A very similar like humor to Deadpool, but just like dialed down a little bit.
Yeah, because Hayek, outlandish, Samuel, aggressive, and he was just like, I'm on sabbatical. Yeah. And I'm going to keep it down.
But still be sarcastic as fuck.
Yeah.
Every chance that I can.
You're a great mom. You be a good host.
To that human fetus.
To that human fetus. Guys, he's great.
Papa?
His dad was black.
And even stepdad. They shared no DNA. But even the part where he is like, he got upset because of gelato, and then he goes out to the swing, and like she comes out there to like console him, and then he like even strapped himself, like something simple, and they like zoom in on the strap, and then he like undoes it. He buckled himself into the swing.
They brought it up multiple times. It's like he even has his bodyguard, his protection,
Ethrol or whatever it is,
buckle up. And I'm like, why do they keep bringing this up? And then you understand his backstory, and I'm like, everything that so. With me having an issue with like Jupiter's Legacy with the backstory and everything like that, that's how you're supposed to do backstory.
I mean, it was very like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like they did it on purpose, knowing that it's stupid as fuck that they're going back into this backstory.
But that's how you do it.
Yeah,
in my opinion, like everyone had like their own like small backstory with Hayek and her.
Passing out on the on the
and
boat.
Her con artist ways, and even you didn't get into Samuel's, but like it was well done.
Yeah,
it was very poorly like designed, and they're like, you're gonna save Europe. How? Good luck. Look, they just got through murdering someone, and then they get caught, and they're like, nope, I need you to work for me. Huh? Yeah, I'm a part of Interpol. You're gonna work for me. I just caught you murdering someone. We have no other options. I'm like,
okay,
huh? Y'all are just doing it.
It was interesting to see the disparity on Rotten Tomatoes between critics and audience. I think critics gave it like 20%, and audience was like at 85%. I agree with the audience. Like it was stupid, but it was hella entertaining. Yeah. Like I laughed more than I like to admit, and the action was great, and like the stupid shit was just like like it was stupid as fuck, but it was hilarious at the same time.
So since we started this and me having to like look and kind of analyze things a little bit more, did you notice how often they would cut from scene to scene, even though it was like in the same scene, they would cut to a different angle because it was constantly changing.
Yeah, because fucking Samuel Jackson and Salma Hayek have to take a nap.
Not even
they couldn't do a whole 5 minutes of shooting.
But
they had to get their fucking geriatric medicine.
Samuel's 70-something. Selma is 60.
She looks great. I don't care.
Yeah.
She looks so fucking good.
Ryan's in his 40s.
And what's his name?
The cop.
No.
Interpol.
No. His dad. Papa.
Oh, Papa. Morgan
Freeman's
80s.
He's like almost 90.
Yeah. And that's what he said in the movie. I'm a 90-year-old. Like, you wouldn't be doing that in real life. But even like the Interpol guy, because we watched Boss Level, he's 55. So like.
No, I was telling you, it was like 2021's version of Red.
Yeah. And I was thinking, that with all those fight scenes, a lot more things would have been broken. 1. 2, Samuel didn't get shot until the end.
Right.
And there was a lot of bullets flying.
Shooting. Yeah.
I hated it.
There was a lot that, like, pretty sure no one has this bad of aim.
When they were getting away on the boat, and then they the boat was right here. They came up to it. It's like, I can't shoot you guys. Yeah, you're gone.
He was 20 feet away.
You're gone.
In the water.
Like, you can tap the boat. Shoot God. I loved it.
But hey.
Okay.
And I love the scene where it was near the end where they had to do the level 1 distraction.
Yes.
And they recruit the 2 Interpol people.
I knew exactly what he was doing as soon as he was like, we need them to. And I'm like, oh, he's bald. That's the only reason. I'm like, oh, God.
And then the next scene,
what were their names?
I don't know.
God. He was like, I think we're outnumbered. No shit. And he gets up to shoot and he gets killed immediately.
Boats on fire. Oh, I hope they're okay. Dumb as hell, y'all. But it was, it was one of those movies where it's like that 2 hours went by fast because you're either laughing or the action was great.
And if you're in there for a story, you're there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, definitely.
It gets 5 out of 5 woos for me. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I would say 4. Like, I was highly entertained.
The story was trash. I wasn't expecting anything else, but I was definitely entertained.
And that popcorn was hitting. That popcorn tasted so good.
Good. Oh, I guess I would have to say my special nomination for my favorite scene was in the beginning, because right after he was with his therapist, he was getting this whole peace of mind, and he sat down, put his headphones on, and there was
chaos going on.
And it was chaos, and he was just still slowly narrating what was going on, and then he gets pulled. He's like, "What the?" And she's already shooting guns.
You gotta come with me.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, God, this is gonna be a great movie. And then when they were driving away, he was like, "Nope, I got it." And she was just around shooting blindly. I'm like, y'all don't even care, and I love it.
Yeah, they really didn't.
Ryan has a lot of movies like that.
Yeah, because he had that video game one that came out. Did it actually release?
Not yet. That comes out this year.
Okay, summer.
Yes,
I'm assuming.
Yes, but he also had that one on
Deadpool
Netflix.
is very much like that. Better story for Deadpool, but like his character is very similar to who he was in this movie.
He had that one when he was he was a very rich man on Netflix, and he hired a bunch of people to rob or kill or steal something.
He plays a very like arrogant, sarcastic person very well. Like that's definitely his wheelhouse. But he's like that on Twitter too. Like I think he doesn't know how to do anything else. I'm pretty sure. Like that's just he's typecasted.
Has he not shown range before? Has he not been in anything not like that? I can't think of it.
I just remember Ryan Reynolds in action and like action comedy movies. Like they could include him in the next like what's that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence that you
Bad
like?
Boys?
Yeah, like he could probably be someone in Bad Boys and he would fit perfectly.
He was in Hobbs and Shaw, and
that's a spin-off of Fast and Furious.
You should watch that.
No, thanks.
Come on.
No.
We're watching Fast and Furious when it comes
I don't know anything about cars. You had to call me last night because my lights weren't on. Like, and to be honest, though, I brought it in the day before to get serviced, and they changed all my settings. So it's like I don't check for that shit. It should be on auto. I'm not looking.
It's not about cars anymore. It's the same premise of like last night's movie. It's the story doesn't make sense. It talks about like, oh, we're a family. We got to do this stupid action, hilarious lines, finishers.
I don't know why people say, "Oh, we're a family." Like, I don't like my family. Like, that's not a good. Say like, "Oh, you're like money." Oh, I like money.
Yeah, definitely. But like,
oh, you're like lube. Oh, we're like porn. Oh, I love porn. Come up with something better than family, y'all.
Oh, we're like a Bible. I love the Bible.
I do. Yahweh. I love my Jesus.
No. Last night is a perfect comparison to what all the Fast and Furious are. You don't have to know about cars, but their action scenes always around cars. That's all that's different.
Sure.
You would like.
What if I'm anti-car?
You're not.
Like I am pro moped, pro anything 2 wheels.
Okay.
I 4 wheels too much.
Okay, so here's the thing. It has 2 wheels.
I will take a 4-wheel if it's a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Okay. But that's also 4 wheels.
Rollerblades 4 wheels, roller skates 4 wheels. Take both of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 wheels are okay, just not
a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go see the movie.
Yes. Comment in the comments if you hate cars.
I hate you so much. All right.
Is that how you do this? This promotion stuff? This engagement? I'm getting used to the engagement. Because, truth be told, I don't care. I'm doing this for me. I don't care about y'all.
Yeah, that's fair. Next.
Hi, Zach. Miss you.
And he's gonna comment right at that part.
Yeah, because I hate cars.
Right.
More of a truck person myself.
He is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he drives a Tundra.
No, he doesn't. He has a Jeep.
He told me he loves Tundras.
You don't talk to Zach.
Well, yeah, I call him Zach Attack. Zach Attack. I've never once called him Zach Attack.
No, you haven't. Okay.
That's his nickname, though. It rhymes, and it's nice. Rolls off the tongue.
You win.
My tongue rolls, baby.
All right. So, next thing on our docket is the latest release for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Loki.
High key.
I was just about to say fucking cut.
We're ready for it.
You're a bitch.
Same wavelength.
So 2 episodes have come out, and it hasn't started off
coming
slow.
Ow. No, it hasn't.
No. It started
quick out the gate.
Started off pretty good. How did you feel about that first episode?
First thing I want to say is I love the dynamic between Wilson and Hiddleston. I think you don't like it. I think they're great together.
Don't say Wilson and Hiddleston.
Isn't that their actor names?
Yep. Don't say it.
I love
Wilson and Hiddleston.
Merry Christmas.
That's the only thing.
Is that what it reminded you of? Merry Christmas. No, but I think their dynamic is hilarious. Yeah. They feed off each other really, really well. I like it so far. I think it's interesting. The TVA has always been a really interesting part of Marvel because it's like you don't necessarily know where in the timeline they actually exist, but they can go anywhere in the timeline. Like when they're in the office, right, and they're doing that, it's like, well, who the fuck knows what's going on in the real world? But then they can go anywhere in the timeline, and then it's just, present time or whatever. So it's a very interesting concept of what they're doing, and I love that they're exploring. I think it's going to lead into the multiverse, which is going to be the next Doctor Strange movie. And then it's also, they've obviously alluded to it with the next Spider-Man movie, the animated one. I forget what it's called. Into the multiverse for the Spider-Man one. So it's cool that they're kind of exploring all that sort of stuff. So, we have multiple Lokis that exist in all these different kind of versions. I'm enjoying it so far, but I think honestly for me, like more than the storyline, more than anything, I love the dynamic, and it's great that we got to see more of it in the second episode, but between was amazing.
So first episode, you got to see it from start to finish. What was your initial reaction to it? Did you have a problem with them jumping the timeline and having?
No, I figure with the Disney stuff, after watching WandaVision, I'm just going to trust them. Like, even if it's weird, like, it's all going to make sense eventually. Like, they know what they're doing. So, no, I had no issues with it. If anything, I was like, I wish I had waited and, like, so I could binge it versus, like, watching it episode by episode.
We have to, though.
No, yeah. You do. Yeah. Like, I'm super excited every week for it to come out. I'm happy that, I forget her actress name, but Ruby from, what's that fucking show called on HBO?
The Blacks.
Yeah.
I can't think of it either.
Oh, God. Anywho.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep, that one. It'll come to me eventually, but I'm happy to see her in something else, and that she got a Disney check. That's great.
Yeah. So speaking of her, the fact that they had to make body armor to fit how big
I was just about to say
are,
you can't hide her titties.
Yeah, her titties is popping.
Like she even had like a bulletproof vest, and they were just like out here. It was like Madonna's music video. Like she's got breasts.
Yeah, yeah, and her attitude every episode is top notch. Well, the top two.
It's right in her wheel. Like she was very. She kind of had that no BS sort of personality, and also what's that show called? I thought it was going to come to me if I just like mentioned it again.
Nightmare.
No.
Monsters.
Lovecraft Country.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was close.
God.
Nightmare Country. So I did not realize how tall she was until
She's a big girl.
she's taller than Hiddleston. She's taller than both. Granted, with the boots and everything like that, but even to be eye level with them, that's just trying to show you there. But yeah, no, I like her.
She's a badass.
Yeah, I have to look up that guy's name. Who he's not the receptionist, but he was like the first interaction with Loki of the TVA. The member who he was like, "You're gonna get me out of here." He's like, "Okay, all right, for sure." And then he was like,
"Oh yeah."
He's like
male person almost.
Yeah, the male person. You open up the thing. It has all the
stones. Infinity Stones that have no effect because they're in the TVA.
I was about to say legacy stones. And he's like, "Yeah, we get these all the time. We just throw them in the bag." I need to look up his name because every time I see him in multiple, like he was in The Good Place. He was also in like another sketch. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, he's great. And I'm glad I got to see him here too.
I love the TVA clock.
The little
guess who else she voices? The person who plays the TVA clock. Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents.
What?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I looked it up. And because I was like this, because at first I was listening to it, I was like, I know it's not Kristen Chenoweth, but it sounds like Kristen Chenoweth because it's got like
a country accent.
Yeah, because she's from
McIntyre.
Yeah, basically. But she also did Bubbles in Powerpuff Girls. She's a great voice actor.
Okay.
Did a couple. I forget. I think she was the green dude in Teen Titans.
Beast Boy.
I think she did him. Great voice actress. But I was like, it sounds like Kristen Chenoweth because it's from the South, but I know it's not. And then I finally had to look it up, but I was like, good for her. She's got
look it up, though.
That voice actress. She probably makes bank. Fairly Odd Parents is so successful, so.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, after the first episode, I was left trying to figure out what exactly they were going to do with it because the story itself, right? I'm going to recruit you to basically kill off a copy of you.
Hunt down yourself, yeah.
That's
a variant.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to see where it went. And the second episode of them Loki trying to prove himself, but ultimately going to be a trickster.
Yeah.
It's like I was just waiting for him to basically be a trickster because at the end he could have either proved himself to be loyal or been a trickster, but I know this is just going to turn around with him end up being loyal at the end, but he ended up following the other Loki, as you know that he would, and she looks familiar.
Yep.
And I can't place where she's from.
I'm sure we could.
Yeah, I think we could because you have a computer.
A computer.
Yeah, right there. But it's that thing when you watch it episode to episode, you're not getting everything. You're just like
absorbing as much as you can.
Yes.
Trying to figure out like where are they going with this. Yeah. Obviously,
they're trying to shut down the TVA, or that Loki is trying to shut down the TVA one way or another.
And trying to cause enough of an interference with the true timeline
so she can't be tracked.
Yeah, which, as of the end of the second episode, was successful. There was a lot of branches going off of it.
But Loki did find her in that first time when he did, because he was stalling for time. Yeah, that is something that was a nice little call out towards the end, to be like I gave you time, and she was like, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do whatever I want. So I'm gonna see what they're going.
It's also interesting, just from like outside of the actual episode, but it had the highest ratings and viewership of any of the Marvel stuff upon premiere. So they've actually changed that all of their future Marvel stuff is always going to be released on a Wednesday.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't like it because I have to wait till Friday until Stoddle gets here so I can see it. I do for some things, but like
Stop him sending this to you.
No, but he knows. I tell him ahead of time. I'm like, I'm watching this. I can't wait. But I like to experience that with him. So I wait till Friday. But another show that I do watch twice is BET Presents The Encore. Do you watch?
I don't know what that is.
It's a reality TV show where they're taking members from different failed girl groups and putting them in a house together so they can record an album. And it is as bad as how I'm explaining it. It is so great. It has Fallon and Felicia from Cherish. Like, do it, do it, do it, do it. You know the world be rocking, do it, do it. So do it, do it, do it. It has one of the girls from Black, two of the girls from 702.
There's definitely a few black girls, for sure.
BLAQUE, Black.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, it is. Oh, baby, bring it on to me. I bring it on. I bring it on. You don't know that song?
Keep going.
Aubrey from Danity Kane, which has Keely Williams from 3LW and Cheetah Girls. Do you want mustard or cinnamon? She even went into the booth in one of the episodes, and she's like, I'm getting a little tired of your broken promise. And anyways, so they're trying to record an album. Obviously, they all have like huge diva personalities, and it's a mess. And I live for it. It's great.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I can't wait to see the train wreck of an album that they put together.
Well, it's already out.
No, it's not. The album's not out.
The album's already done. Because this was...
It's probably completed, yes. They're just waiting for the final episode to actually release it. But it hasn't leaked, from my understanding.
That's right. Yeah, well, I'm happy that you rewatched that show.
Yeah.
But back to Loki.
They would rather hear me talk about failed girl groups.
Where do you think it's going?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I really don't. I feel like it... Okay, so Loki's going to end, and then...
Which one?
I don't know. But then they're going to do the Black Widow movie. And then I don't think we get anything until the Seven Rings. I forget what that one's called. It's the Asian dude.
Racist.
No. He's Asian.
Racist.
No. So I don't think we get anything until that movie comes out, and then I think the next big movie with a lot of buzz around it is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse. Mm-hmm. So I would think that it ties into Doctor Strange, because obviously the timeline is going into multiple versions of the timeline, and that seems... So maybe with Loki, I'll just give my best guess. Loki and all of them fuck up the timeline, and then in Doctor Strange they have to fix it.
Okay.
That'll be my guess of what happens, because obviously Black Widow is before all of this, because she dies in Endgame, so hers is more of a prequel, so I don't think it will really have anything to do with anything that's going on in Phase 4.
I agree.
But that would be my best guess of what's going to happen.
Well, we are on one accord on that.
Okay.
I'm glad we got your input after that BET nonsense.
Yeah, you want to know what else I've watched?
Sure.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Also, ABC did a special on Erica Girardi and Tom Girardi. It's actually great drama. Oh no, we got time.
No, I don't think we're
doing. Are you guys put something in the comments if you're doing anything right now? Yeah. Is this how you do it? Is that how you work it? No, but Erica and Tom Girardi. So Tom Girardi is Erica's husband. Erica's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, also known as Erica Jane, who's like a gay superstar performer. But Tom Girardi was the lawyer, the real life lawyer of Erin Brockovich, which is like the movie that has her and Julia Roberts. And so it's come out that there's like a whole bunch of lawsuits against Tom Girardi because he has, when you win settlements, your money, the money that you won goes into a trust fund, and then it sits there for a certain amount of time. The lawyers collect their legal fees from that, and then the rest gets distributed to the plaintiffs. But it's come to find out that he's been basically like dipping into that money and then like reinvesting it and almost doing like almost like a pyramid scheme, but like not giving clients his money, and that's how they've gotten all their money. So it's just like this huge ass scandal, and she's going through a divorce, and it's just juicy as hell. So I don't know. It's like it's a lot of drama, which is Gay Man Gatorade.
Yeah. You live for
just
it.
replenishes your electrolytes.
You watch it
according
on TV.
to who says that? Gay Man Gatorade replenishes their electrolytes. I think that's 30 Rock.
Sure. You watch it on TV and you implement it in Vegas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That background noise is my dog drinking water.
Guys, this episode's coming to an end.
Thirsty.
Thank you for watching another episode of Bed by Night.
Missed you, love you.
We're gonna do this. We're going to start doing a little bit different things on it with food stuff, us talking more, and us talking more. So I hope you guys are here for it.
Hope you like our voices.
If you have any suggestions, feel free to reach out to us. We're pretty easy to get a hold of.
Yeah, and we'll consider it.
Yep. All right, y'all have a good week.
Stay moist.
Fucking God.